So our T cells can only recognize antigens when they are processed and presented by other cells using MHC proteins. So we have class 1 MHC proteins that are found on nearly all nucleated cells. And again, these are going to present endogenous antigens, so proteins made inside of the cell, which could be normal self-proteins or abnormal proteins from viruses or cancers. And these are recognized by our CD8 T cells, and they're going to trigger a cytotoxic activity if the antigen is non-self. Our class 2 MHC proteins, in contrast, are found only on antigen-presenting cells, so our APCs, such as our dendritic cells and macrophages and B cells that we talked about previously. And these are going to present exogenous antigens, which are foreign materials that they have engulfed and then were broken down by the antigen-presenting cell. And then these are going to be recognized by the CD4 helper T cells, which are then going to respond by activating other immune components. So this is a good summary table, kind of distinguishing between the location and who has the class 1 MHC proteins versus the class 2 MHC proteins and what they're recognizing. So for a naive T cell, again, one that has not yet encountered its specific antigen, in order for the naive T cell to become activated, a two-step process must occur. So the first step is going to be antigen binding, where the T cell receptor, the TCR, is going to bind to the antigen MHC complex on the surface of an APC. And the TCR must undergo double recognition, meaning that it must recognize both the antigen and the MHC molecule presenting it. The second step is co-stimulation, where the T cell must also receive additional signaling molecules called co-stimulatory molecules from the APC. Without the co-stimulation, our T cells are going to enter into a state of anergy, where it's going to become unresponsive and it cannot divide or secrete any cytokines at all. So it's an important safety mechanism to kind of prevent autoimmune responses. I just talked about all of that. Let me start over.